Hello everyone, my name is Ivo and welcome to Cooking with the Koyas. You know, one of the great things about having a YouTube channel is that I get to share recipes with you. And today I'm going to share a recipe for a key lime pie that is my absolute favorite key lime pie ever. And it's all thanks to my buddy Joe, aka Garibaldi. And I'm going to share that recipe. It's a no-bake version. It's so easy to do. The results are amazing. Let's get started. So we're going to start by making the crust, and it is very, very easy. I've got a 9-inch pie plate here. This is my favorite one. Actually, I make all my apple pies in here. If you want to see my apple pie recipe, I'll put a description in the link for you. I have a really good one. But we're going to start off with 1 1/4 cups of Graham Cracker Crumbs. Now, if you don't have Graham Cracker Crumbs, you could use any hard cookie, just grate it, but you want 1 1/4 cups. To that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm using white sugar today. You could also use brown if you like. So just mix the sugar with the Graham Cracker Crumbs. Mix them together. Now, quite simply, we need to melt some butter. We're going to add 4 tablespoons of melted butter, which is equivalent to a half a stick. So I'm just going to pop that in the microwave quick, and we'll get that mixed in. So there we have it, 35 seconds in the microwave, and we've got melted butter. So we're going to add our melted butter. You could use, if I didn't mention it earlier, you can use salted or unsalted, whatever you like. I happen to be using salted today. All right, now just mix that into your crumbs and get it all blended in and distributed evenly. Just keep mixing and the dry crumbs will keep being absorbed by that butter. So just continue to mix. Spatula works great for this, by the way. There you go. You can see now it's all kind of picked up that butter. There we go. Okay, so now in our pie plate, before I put it into the pie plate, what I like to do is take some of that butter from the other half and just wipe the pie plate. You do not have to do this. I like to do it because it just makes it easier when you go to slice the key lime pie. Okay, so in go the crumbs, just spread them around evenly. All right, now from here, you can work some up on the sides of your pie plate. And of course, you're going to want some on the base. So just work it around. Okay, and then for the base, same sort of thing. Pack it around. Pack it down, just lightly tap it. Now, I mentioned this was a no-bake version. You could, if you wanted to, bake this for 10 minutes and then let it cool, but we are not going to do that today, folks. We are not baking anything. Okay, because it's going to be just as good, just the way it is, right like that. Okay, there we go. Our crust is done. How easy was that? Simple. And the rest of this is just as simple. Now come the limes. We are going to want we want 1 tablespoon of lime zest. So anytime you use zest for any fruit, always make sure you wash it first. So I have washed these limes, and now with the zester, I can easily just begin to remove that skin and get that beautiful flavored zest collected. And I'm going to need 1 tablespoon. So usually 4 limes will do it, but we shall see. So I'm going to continue doing this until I end up with 1 tablespoon of lime zest. And you can see you're just removing the skin. So there we go, we have our tablespoon there, and it only took 2 limes because it takes 4 limes for the next step, not for the zesting. Sorry about that. 2 limes, plenty, 1 tablespoon of zest. Now we need a half a cup of lime juice. And typically, again, depending on the size of your limes, typically it'll take up to 4 limes to get 1/4 cup of lime juice. So I'm just going to remove the juice, and don't worry if you get a little bit of pulp in there, that's even better. Get all of that flavor. Okay, let's see how we do. Like I say, these are a little bit bigger, so Oh, it's probably going to take all 4. If not, I do have a couple extra just in case. There you go. Now, as you can see, I've got a full half cup there, and it actually took 3½ limes. I still have a half a lime here left. So I'm going to take that half cup, put it into a bowl. Okay, I'm going to take all that beautiful lime zest that we did earlier and add that to the bowl. And to that, we add sweetened condensed milk. 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to get that all in there. Add that entire can of sweetened condensed milk. Make sure I get it all out. We don't want to waste any, and we need it. And there we go. That's pretty good right there. Yep, that's great. I have a little on the lid. I'll take that off the lid as well. All right, there we go. Again, we don't want to waste anything. Okay, and I had mentioned before about a little bit of the lime pulp. I'm going to add that as well, because that's going to just add an extra amount of flavor to this key lime pie. All right, there we go. It's all in. Now, quite simply, with a whisk, just whisk this all together. Now, the sweetened condensed milk is a bit thick, so you'll have to just work it with that lime juice, and it'll start to thin it up. But whisk it all in until everything is incorporated. Okay, you know what I'm going to say. When you think you've mixed enough, just mix a little more. I think you're starting to get tired of hearing that by now. All right, here we go. I think I've mixed enough, so now I'm just going to mix it a little bit more. Make sure everything is just incorporated nicely together. There we go. That part is now done. So, pretty easy so far, right? Of course it is. Then we move that over. Move this in. Next, for the fun part, we are going to now add 35% whipping cream that we are going to whip. I have 1 cup here of whipping cream, and we want to beat this until we get some stiff peaks. And in keeping with our theory of not wasting anything, using the spatula and getting all that whipped cream out. There we go. That's good. All right. So now with the blender, we're going to whip this until we get some stiff peaks forming. Okay, let's check. When you lift the beaters up, if the points stay vertical, that's a stiff peak. If they kind of droop a little, that's not. So this, I can see it is holding its shape. It's holding its shape, so I know I've got a stiff peak there. Okay. Clean the beaters, and then the best part I like, pop. You gotta have some fun, right? Okay. Now, quite simply, with a spatula, you're gonna want to take that beautiful whipped cream and put about 1/3 of it into the lime mixture and just kind of fold that in. So we're gonna fold it in 1/3 at a time, a little at a time. And just fold it in gently and get it incorporated into that lime mixture that we made with the sweetened condensed milk. Okay, work that in, all right, and then you can add another 1/3. So let's add another 1/3. In it goes. That's beautiful. I love the whipped cream. Okay. So far, as you can see, just a few simple ingredients, folks. A few simple ingredients. But I'm telling you, when I said earlier, when Joe gave me this key lime pie for the very first time, first thing I said to him, it's the best key lime pie I've ever had. And then the next thing he said to me was, you're not going to believe how easy it is to make. So he definitely got my attention. So I hope I'm getting yours, because this is an excellent, excellent key lime pie. Okay. So finally, the last bit. We're going to scrape all of that out. Absolutely love my spatulas. Couldn't live without them. Spatulas, wooden spoons, gotta have them. And bowls. How would I make this without my bowls? Okay. Again, just take your time, fold it in. There we go. It didn't take long, that's for sure. You got a clump there. I see there's a little bit of a clump there that I didn't work in. I'm going to work that in. Okay. There we go. All right. Now it gets even easier, folks. All we do now is take that beautiful mixture and pour it in. Pour it in. And again, with the spatula, we get all of that deliciousness out of that bowl and into our 9-inch pie pan or pie plate. There we go. What do they say? Good to the last drop? You bet. Oops, I spilt a little. So much for good to the last drop. I spilt a drop. Okay. All right. And now just kind of pack it in. Smooth it around. Okay. All right. And believe it or not, folks, that's it. This key lime pie is almost done. Okay, let's take a look at this key lime pie right here, folks. This right here is going to be absolutely amazing. And why did I say we're almost done? Because all we have to do now is put it in the freezer. Put it in the freezer, let it freeze, that's it. Take it out, and what I like to do when I take it out of the freezer, I don't like to let it thaw all the way. I still like it firm and semi-frozen, almost like you're eating an ice cream cake. But the flavor on this key lime pie, you saw how easy it was to come together. Quick and easy. You saw the ingredients, basic ingredients, no baking involved, but the results are absolutely delicious. I want to thank my buddy Joe, Garibaldi, for sharing this recipe with me many years ago. I've enjoyed it every single time. I really hope you give it a try. You can make this within a half an hour and you're good to go. Thanks for joining me on Cooking with the Koyas. And as always, folks, until next time, bon appetito. All right, let's put this in the freezer right now.